it didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die. Then you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Where's Dent?
Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever.
And why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No, you complete me.
In my opinion, duality and character are the driving forces of the narrative of Christopher Nolan's 2008 film, The Dark Knight. In the scene you've just witnessed, all of the suspense and tension stems from how the Batman and Joker bounce off one another. This antithesis between good and evil is present in not only almost all filmmaking, but almost all storytelling as well. In his films, Nolan often uses fictional anecdotal reference to convey a point about characterization or plot. For example, in The Dark Knight, when Alfred, played by Michael Caine, is attempting to give Bruce, played by Christian Bale, a perspective of what kind of man the Joker might be.
A long time ago, I was in Burma. My friends and I were working for the local government. They were trying to buy the loyalty of tribal leaders by bribing them with precious stones. But their caravans were being raided in a forest north of Rangoon by a bandit. In 6 months, we never met anyone who traded with him. One day, I saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. The bandit had been throwing them away. Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Alfred's story lets the spectator understand the Joker's motives and generally adds to his mystique. Nolan uses similar anecdote techniques in his other films, such as in his 2006 film, The Prestige, when Cutter, again played by Michael Caine, consoles people gathering for a funeral for a woman who has drowned.
I knew an old sailor once. He told me he went overboard, tangled in the sails. They pulled him out, but it took him 5 minutes to cough. He said it was like going home.
Even though this turns out to be false.
I once told you about a sailor who described drowning to me.
Yes, he said it was like going home.
I was lying. He said it was agony.
Or in his 2000 film, Memento, where an anecdotal reference plays a major role in the film's plot.
I'd just become an investigator when I came across Sammy. Mr. Samuel R. Jankus. Strangest case ever. But Sammy can't remember anything for more than a couple of minutes. Can't work, can't do shit. The medical bills pile up, his wife calls the insurance company, and I get sent in. Sammy can think just fine, but he can't make any new memories. But every time I see him, I catch this look. This slight look of recognition.
Using anecdotal reference, Nolan can convey a variety of ideas and emotional points to the spectator, like how he uses Alfred's story to build up the rivalry between Batman and the Joker. But these are not the only characters to directly oppose one another. A similar, though different, relationship exists between Harvey Dent and Batman.
I was raised here. I turned out okay.
Is Wayne Manor in the city limits?
The Palisades? Sure. You know, as our new DA, you might want to figure out where your jurisdiction ends.
These two characters' rivalry is expressed not only through how they relate to one another, but also in what they mean to the city of Gotham. In an article published in the open journal Widescreen, Erin Hill Parks states that characters in Nolan's films struggle to define and evolve their identities. Both Dent and Batman spend the film struggling with who they are in relation to upholding the law. Batman with his drive to uphold the law but never being able to exist within it.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. But when they don't, they'll cast you out.
And Dent, with his desire to help others but being constrained by the rules that protect them all.
You're the symbol of hope I could never be. Your stand against organized crime is the first legitimate ray of light in Gotham in decades. If anyone saw this, everything would be undone.
Though this leads more to the deeper duality within Dent. A recurring motif in The Dark Knight is, of course, Dent's double-headed coin. It refers to his character's mental state. When the spectator is first introduced to the coin, it is not only foreshadowing of who he will become to anyone familiar with the source material, but also symbolic of his seemingly hapless yet benign personality. When it is revealed that the coin is double-headed, it is symbolic of the underlying calculative streak that has become apparent within him, or, ironically,
Remember that name you all had for me when I was at Internal Affairs? What was it, Gordon?
Two-Face, Harvey Two-Face.
Why should I hide who I am?
Lastly, the damage the coin sustains on one side in the blast that kills Rachel denotes the destruction and irrevocable damage that Dent's character has undergone. This is not the only instance in which Nolan uses motif to connote meaning. Take his 2010 film Inception, in which a spinning top is used to hint at the protagonist's uncertainty at his being in a dream or reality. Or in The Prestige, where the motif of doubles is used to hint at the film's final narrative twist. Nolan's use of plot and thematic devices in The Dark Knight connotes many things, duality being one of the focuses here. However, looking at his filmography, it is easy to spot the same patterns, giving Nolan's work such a recognizable feel, like any decent auteur.